Beer, so they say, is part of the Bavarian DNA. So it comes to no surprise that only 2 hours after the opening of the Braukunst Live Festival, the exhibition hall is packed. What is it that makes a beer trade festival interesting to the people? We gave some visitors the chance to pose their questions directly to the organizer of this mega event. Hi, I'm Michi, and I want to know for how long the Beerfest already exists. The premiere took place in 2012, here at the MVG Museum. Last year we doubled the numbers of visitors and exhibitors. This year the exhibitors could rejoice in 7,800 visitors in 3 days, a plus of 45% compared to last year. That is well received. On the other hand, I'm convinced that this now is the start of a great new movement, and we from Truma are, of course, part of it. This is a trade fair with a great appreciation by a wide range of visitors, and I believe that people are prepared to come from even farther away. Hello, I'm Alfons from Hattingen near Straubing. How many brands of beer can you try here? Here at the MVG Museum, 700 to 800 different brands of beer can be sampled this weekend. Well then, cheers! Among the approximately 100 exhibitors are notably many small breweries. Companies that experiment a lot and only produce a few barrels a year and presenting them here then. Simply because Braukunst Live is actually the trade fair for the German creative beer scene. Our beer you can only get here, it doesn't get exported normally. I have a beer with elder, which is used during the brewing process, completely naturally, but it tastes differently, so that's why we have to be here. I'm Thomas Meyer from Ingolstadt, and my question is, why are children and women here? That's what I'd like to know. Essentially, we don't have a typical target audience. I'm very happy and proud that we have a very high percentage of women among our visitors. As far as children are concerned, of course, children don't get beer. But if beer lovers come to the Braukunst Live and bring their children who they have to look after, then we have no reason not to allow it. Sure, alcohol for underage is an absolute no-no, but a widespread target group means widespread opportunities for the exhibitors. At the trade fair, the visitor also finds alcohol-free beer and so-called wellness drinks. Hello, I'm Marian from Biberg near Rosenheim. And why is it always the last beer that makes you drunk? Perhaps because it was the one too many? You just have to be a little careful. But that's the beauty with this scene. You notice how the drinking behavior changes. Because one doesn't just get ratted, one savors the beer, because it's beer with a character. It's definitely a very qualified audience. They don't just down it in one go, they stick their noses in. They want to philosophize with us. And that's what it's all about, I'd say. With roughly 800 different beer brands, there is a lot of new stuff to discover. And that is exactly the essence of these 3 days. Come and discover beer like you have never done before. Check out the new and get to know the old better. A young trade fair that has become mandatory on your agenda. Braukunst Live.